Hey, it's George here from George's Bootcamp and welcome to George's 3x3x3. We're going to do the workout. Well, I'm imagining you've already done the warm-up. The workout itself is in 3 blocks. Each block there are 3 exercises and we're going to do those 3 exercises 3 times through. You see what I've done with the name there? 3x3x3? Clever, huh? So I'm going to go through the exercises for each of the blocks and I'll explain the timings for each as well. You will need a stopwatch for this. Ideally one that you can set the timers to count down 20 seconds and then 10 seconds because they're the timings we're going to use for the first block and the third block. So first up, the first block of exercises we're going to do for the upper body, the chest, shoulders and arms, we're going to go close grip press ups. I'll demo them on here, but you can do them on the floor or on a lower platform, that's fine. Hands on, elbows are going to stay tucked in nice and tight, drop down and drive back off again. Try and stop the shoulders from rising up, keep them down, down they go and push back off. The lower down you go with the hands to the floor, the more challenging that's going to get. Equally, you could do it from the floor with your knees on the ground and then come through there. But find a level that you can do with good form for about 20 seconds. Bearing in mind, as soon as you're done with that, we're going to go into dips. So the second exercise, after you've had your 10 seconds rest, is hands on the bench, come in nice and close with the back and lower yourself down and press back up. You're down and back up again, trying to get the shoulders away from the ears at the top of the movement so we're all that form. Back of the movement, try and pinch the shoulders back so you're through here the whole time rather than letting anything slide forwards. To make that more challenging, just take the feet further away from the body and that's going to make it a little bit harder. So again, that's 20 seconds, then 10 seconds of recovery. Straight after that, we're going to go into shoulder press, which we're down to the ground, hips are right up in the air, and we're going to slide through and press it up. Slide through and press it up. Now that's a tough exercise, especially after the first 2. So if you need to, your drop down option is the same position, but just reduce the range of movement. So rather than going all the way down, you're up, just a little range, and then back through again. Once again, that's 20 seconds of work. Once you finish with that, 10 seconds of rest, then you're going to rip around that whole circuit 2 more times. So that little block, 4.5 minutes long. As soon as you finish that, you're going to take a couple of minutes of recovery, just to shake it down, have some water on, rehydrate. Then we're going to go into the second block. The second block of 3 is much more about metabolic conditioning. It's going to get your heart rate jacked up a little bit more than that first block did, which is really all about strength. So here are the 3 exercises. First up, we're going to walk out burpee twister. Kind of like that name, so here we're going to go with that exercise. So the first thing we're going to do, feet nice and wide, we're going to drop down, walk the hands out, walk them back in again and jump. Hands to the ground, jump back, jump in, and then I'm going to twist around. So there's the burpee twister. Down, walk it out, walk it back in, and up, down, burpee, in, and 180 with a twist. Your options with that, still do the walk out to make it a little bit more challenging, but as you come in, just stand instead of jump. And if you want to make it a little bit tougher, you can go down and you can jump it out, add in a press up, climb it in and jump, and you can drop in for the press up, for the burpee and twist. So you can make it more dynamic if you want to make that a little bit more challenging. Wait till you see the next 2 before you decide how hard you're going to make that one work. Next up, we're going to go with a triple step scamper to the side. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and down. 1, 2, 3 and down. 1, 2, 3 and down. Continuously. Each of these exercises is 30 seconds. So there's no rest. On your watch, if you keep it to 20 and the 10, just keep rolling through. When it beeps after 20, keep going for the last 10 seconds and then immediately change to the next exercise. The third of this block is a forward and backward crawls. Again, down to the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try and go opposite hand and foot, moving at the same time. Pause and pause. If you need to with that, don't worry too much about the technique with the coordination of the hand and foot. Just go forward and backwards continuously again for 30 seconds. As soon as you finish the 30, you're back up. You're going to go back into those walkout burpee twisters for another 30 seconds. Again, 3 rounds, once more, 4.5 minutes of work. Take 2 minutes of rest. Then the third block, what we're going to do, we're going to go for a leg circuit. Nice and easy for this one in terms of the simplicity of the exercises. Definitely not an easy circuit though. First up, we've got sumo squats. Feet are wide. We're going to squat down and then come back up again. Squat down and then come back up. To make this sort of more challenging, go a little higher and make sure those feet stay wide apart. You want to get this into the inner thighs a little bit more. That's our first one. Second exercise, again, we're back to 20 on and 10 off for this one. Second exercise is a rear lunge, down and through, down and through, trying to get the back knee sort of 90 degrees, front knee about 90 degrees, weight right through the heel there and stay tall and through. If you can make it a little bit more challenging, you can take it into a split jump through here. Again, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds of rest, and the third exercise in this block is the ice skater, across and across, across and across. Trying to keep the weight in the heel, reaching across with one hand to the opposite foot. To make this one a little bit less challenging, just don't reach down quite so far or power off quite as much, but still want to get a bit of a bend in that knee. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, then rip round that circuit again for 2 more times. When you've done the whole thing, those 3 blocks, 3 by 3 by 3, there's a sting in the tail for this workout. There's one more final 4.5 minute block. What I want you to do is every single exercise again, right from the top. We're going to start off with the close grip press-ups, 20 on, 10 off. Dips, 20 on, 10 off. Then we're going to go to the shoulder press, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Then you're going to go to the walkout burpee twisters for 30 seconds. The side scampers for 30 seconds. Then you're going to go straight into the forward and backward crawls for 30 seconds. Then you're into the sumo squats for 20. Then the split jumps for 20 or 10 seconds off. 20 seconds on the split jumps, 10 seconds off, and then finish off with 20 seconds for the ice skaters. The whole workout with a warm up and a cool down, just over 30 minutes long. Have fun with that one.